Welcome back to another video by Hint to Mint. This week's video is on Mindspace REIT's IPO. Firstly, let me give you an introduction to REIT. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust that operates and finances the real estate property, which could produce income flow. They are also known as real estate stocks. Shares can be bought through publicly traded REITs. Don't worry guys, it's not that difficult. Let's understand through an analogy of mutual funds. We all know in mutual funds there is a mutual fund house which takes investment from a pool of investors and allots mutual fund units to them. Then these investments are managed by a mutual fund manager who invests these investments in different instruments like equity, debt, bonds. It depends on the mandate of investment, after which the gains and losses are passed on to the investor. Similarly, in REITs, investments are invited from a pool of investors. The REIT units are allotted to them. The only difference is that this time the REIT manager invests the sum into multiple properties such as offices, residential, non-residential properties, which brings constant rental income for long-term gains. Afterwards, the losses and gains are distributed to the investors. But there are some rules specified to it. 80% of the portfolio would be invested in the property, which would bring regular rental income. 90% of this income would be divided into investors. So if you're deciding to invest in REIT, you should accept some hefty dividends. Also guys, don't forget to watch till the end of this video because we are going to be telling you something that nobody else will. Now we'll address a very important question. Why should one invest in REITs? It is very challenging to own a real estate financially and with lots of legal hassles. REITs is a simplified asset class to lock the real estate without owning it physically. There is no lock-in. Investors can enter or exit the REIT as per their wish and convenience. Investors can even sell the REITs in stock market, which makes it very liquid. The REITs can be listed on both NSE and BSE. REITs are affordable as investors can buy a fraction of the property by buying just a few units. In addition to the dividend returns, there is a scope for capital appreciation in the listed REITs. There is a good scope for regular income as REITs are mandated to distribute 90% of the surplus distributable cash flow in the form of dividends. Real estate is one of the most non-transparent asset class and REIT aims to reduce that as it is regulated by SEBI and will be managed by professional managers, just like in the case of mutual funds. REIT is a good alternative to fixed deposits and bonds as the returns in REITs due to regular rents are approximately the same. Since REITs will be investing in different geographical locations and mostly in rental generating assets, it offers investors a good diversification option. Now we'll be covering the rules relating to tax prior to any investment. So let me highlight a few points for you. Firstly, dividends were supposed to be taxed in the hands of investors, but later a change in the Finance Bill 2020 was announced post the COVID outbreak, wherein dividends earned from REITs will be exempt in the hands of the unit holders. Please note that DDT exemption will only be given to the companies which have not migrated to the new corporate tax regime. Otherwise, dividend received will be added to the income of investor and shall be charged to tax as interest income. The tax on short-term gains is 15% and that on long-term gains is 10%. Before jumping on to everything else, we should know about the history of REITs. Blackstone-backed Embassy Office Park was India's first REIT. It was the first channel through which REITs entered into the markets of India. This financial instrument has already proven its worth and is now known as an amazing investment opportunity for the investors. Blackstone came up with a partnership with India's renowned real estate investment group, K. Raheja, to introduce Mindspace Business Park REIT for Indian real estate markets. It is believed that REIT would uplift the financial markets of India and would become an instrument in the future providing some very high returns. Now that we know all about REITs, it will be very easy for us to understand the background of the company. Mindspace Business Park Private Limited is a private company founded on the 23rd December 2003. Mindspace is a commercial and industrial park brand located in Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai and Pune, which was established by K. Raheja Corporation. It is registered at the Registrar of Companies, Mumbai. The company is involved in construction work, formation of buildings and mostly civil engineering work. The share capital of the company is 33 crores 80 lakhs and the paid up capital is 33 crores 78 lakh 15,136. The directors of the company include Siddhartha Gupta, Arvind Digambar Prabhu, Vinod Nandlal Rohira and Sunil Madhav. The last annual general meeting was held on 23rd September 2019 as per the record of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now, talking about the company insights. The significant portion, that is 97% of the total properties included in the REIT, are present in locations like Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad and Chennai. These are divided into office premises, residential and non-residential properties, out of which 99.4% are office premises. Till 31st May 2020, there was an occupancy of 92.4%. Revenue collected was 97.8% in April 2020, but there was a slight slump in May. It reached to 95.2% due to the pandemic. Now we swiftly move on to the IPO by Mindspace Business Park. The public offering began on 27th July 2020 and closed on July 29th. It's the second REIT which has come up with an IPO after Blackstone Embassy Office Parks REIT. Blackstone Embassy REIT offered 4750 crore, while Mindspace has come up with a total of 4500 crores. The company is planning to issue fresh capital of 1000 crores and offs, which is offer for sale up to 3500 crore. So total fund expected is to be raised around 4500 crore. Excluding the strategic investors from the REIT, we found that 75% of the offer is reserved for institutional investors, that is 2531 crore, and 25% for non-institutional investors, which comes out to be 844 crores, which means a grand total of 3375 crores is allocated to them. The minimum bid that can be made is 200 units and in multiples of 200 thereafter. As far as the price band goes, for the public the price would be issued at Rs 274.75 and a lot size of an investor would be 200. Therefore, the minimum investment required would be worth Rs 55,000. The company has already raised Rs 1518.74 crores from anchor investors before its public issue opening. A list of some of the significant anchor investors are Rs 239 crore Government of Singapore, 150 crore Capital Research, 15 crore Nomura, 75 crore IIFL, 53 crore Fidelity Management, and 49 crore HDFC Life, SBI Life, and Axis Mutual Fund. Apart from these, there are a few more companies associated. So, from strategic and anchor investors, the funds raised are Rs 2643.74 crores, which makes up for 58.74% of the total investment. The trading will begin from 12th August 2020. Now comes the question of why this REIT is going to be special. Well, because it provides an edge over other financial instruments by allowing investors to invest in real estate. What should investors expect from an REIT is the question that all of you must be asking. Well, it's expected that IPOs listed in exchanges are going to be providing huge gains. But in the beginning, it's not going to happen with this REIT. You should invest only to get long-term benefits. Other than this, you can also expect a regular dividend. This product could be a great option for investors who have a huge risk appetite and have a portfolio of more than 20 lakh and they are willing to invest in property. It could provide a diversification for your portfolio. Well, I have applied for this IPO. Tell us in the comment section below if you have too. And if you haven't, then why not? If you guys like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Hint to Mint. And if you have any other ideas and you want us to make videos on any particular topics, do let us know in the comment section below.